What's going on? What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, a little bit of failure from the last video, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so what we're doing today, we got the Mustang back up. So last video, we rebuilt the trans, and I kind of stopped halfway through. And then what I didn't show was I needed to get it going. I'm tired of my wife driving me to work every day, so put it back in. Car ran great. There's a few issues, and then 4 miles into the test drive, it started losing first gears. So I think I know what the problem is. It's all forward gears, not even just first gear, just all forward gears. So I think I know what the problem is. In the front clutches, I think the pressure plate and the other ring are flipped, and that's the way it came out of the trans, so I thought that's the way it went back in. But after doing research all week, I think that's the problem. So for the 50th time in the past month, trans is coming back out the car. This is most stuff that people won't show you on YouTube. Hey, learn from my mistakes. Hey, we never did a trans before. I rebuilt it. It doesn't leak. It does what it's supposed to. Mine is going forward. So I guess it's a failure, but at least I'm learning. So now I kind of know. So when we get on that car and we got to rebuild the power glide that we got for it, at least I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. So this car is, it's our cheap beater. It's easy to beat up on it. This car will have a ton more money in it. So hey, what can we do, right? Sorry for the shaking camera. Filming from my phone. That's what I got. So, oh, and I did get the where's it at? Over here. I did get the center line Convo Pros on the car with the 255s. Looks really good, especially when it's down on the ground. But I feel like I'm pretty good at taking the trans in and out this thing now. So I'm gonna set a timer. I'm not gonna record it. I'm gonna set a timer and I'm gonna see how long it takes us. I'm thinking under an hour I can have that thing on the ground, minus the draining, right? So the draining takes about 10 minutes. So I'm about to go in there, get a drain bucket, drain it out, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then we'll start the timer and see how long it takes us. Alright guys, so we got it draining. We'll give it about 10 minutes, let everything fall out of it. I'm tired of oil being on my driveway, or transmission fluid rather. So that's the drain plug. That big ball is clutch material. So if you remember last video, we pulled it out. We put the new clutches in it. Only one drum had bad clutches. The other clutches were brand new. We bought the entire kit and it came with clutches for both, right? 6-pack for both of them. So I think it's just that same one that's burned up again. So we're just gonna take those brand new clutches that's just been soaking in transmission fluid, and we're gonna throw them in there and flip those plates around. I'll show you when I pull out. Now, there is a couple things I do want to talk to you about. So, when stuff like this happens with your car, especially if you're working on it, it's very easy to get, not motivated. So I've known about this situation since last weekend. I think that other video came out 2 weeks ago. And that day I got to put back in the car is the day that it messed up and I lost forward gears again. So I've just been sitting here letting it chill. I get off work at 3:30. I'm home by like 4:15, 4:20, and I haven't messed with it. It's really easy to get discouraged, but it's about whether you pick yourself back up and you continue on. Use it as a learning experience. I even went as far as I posted the car up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Got a lot of hits, a lot of people trying to buy it cash, but I told them I just want to trade for another cool project. There was a Silverado, the old ones, 2-wheel drive, had a small block in it. I think it was a 383 step side bed. It was pretty cool, but I pulled out and I felt bad about it. I told him, I was like, hey man, I need to finish this car just for my own personal accomplishment, if you will. So trans is going to come out again, rebuild it, and hopefully it works. On another note, so this morning I woke up to a whole bunch of ringing on my doorbell. Police was ringing the doorbell, woke me up. Somebody ransacked my truck last night. Luckily there was nothing in there. I think there was like 40 bucks cash. They got a couple of knives. I have a mag. Oh snap! Y'all didn't see that. Didn't see that. So had a couple knives, 40 bucks, and a couple of Glock 19 mags. They took those. No, not a big deal. Don't really care. It's just more of the fact that somebody was in my truck kind of upset me. So they didn't break anything to get in. Looks like they just, you know, either used a coat hanger or whatever, hit the unlock button and got into it. Typically whenever we get home late at night, for our neighbors that are literally right there, that's their bedroom, so we don't hit the alarm. We just lock the doors because, you know, we don't want to wake them up at like 11:30 at night. So we just locked it, and apparently we probably should have set the alarms. But anyway, it is what it is. We can get that out. I'm not going to record it taking it out. Once I get it out, I'll show y'all the problem, what I think it is, and then we're going to throw it back in there, and hopefully this time it works. If not, then we'll keep on going. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so 46 minutes in, we got everything minus the bell housing bolts and then the 2 cross member bolts on the side. Nuts are already off. Just as soon as we jack up trans, we'll pull those bolts out, take out the 6 bell housing bolts, and trans is out. So it's getting pretty dark. It looks pretty light on camera, but can't see anything underneath the car. It's 7:42, I think. Anyway, so we'll pick back up tomorrow. We'll get this thing out, get it fixed, and get it back together. So see you. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Let's get back started on it. So got the top 2 bell housing bolts out. Just got the next 4, and she's coming out. So let's get to it. So we got the trans out. I just pulled the output shaft, or the input shaft out. So what we gotta do, so this is the servo, so we're gonna loosen up this band right here, and then we're just gonna take off the oil pump gears. I'm not even gonna mess with the pan. Take off the oil pump and the bell housing, pull that out. I'm really hoping I don't have to take off the pan of the valve body to get the forward clutch back out. So it goes at the very top is the reverse clutch pack, and then the forward clutch pack right behind that. So hopefully I could just loosen up that band, get everything around it, and pull the other one out. So we're about to find out. You guys ever seen a dragonfly have a fight with the fan? He is not happy. He is losing. It's in the back now. I don't know how well you can see it. It's really bright out here. But hey, pulling off the pan, and all this going in and coming in and going out is really messing up my beautiful fabricated pan. Pulling it on concrete because I got those little jack stands that's not really high enough. But yeah, so that's great. Alright guys, so here we are. This is our forward clutch. I want to show you before I start taking it apart. So this piece right here is supposed to be a match to that bottom piece. It's supposed to be like this but flipped over. I think I watched the Boss Garage video where he had a professional rebuild it, and then there's a pressure plate down here at the bottom that's supposed to be on top. So I think once I change that around, I'm gonna look over the valve body too and kind of give that a once over. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. So I don't have my GoPro, so I'm not gonna be able to show you, but once I get it all apart, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so this is the piece that was sitting on top. That's the pressure plate that was sitting on the bottom, right? And then that guy. So I don't think nothing's wrong with that guy. I think we just got to take this and obviously clean it up, but put that on the bottom like so. So we're gonna try that, and then we're gonna stab it back in, and hopefully she moves. Alright guys, update time. Hey, I'm really bad at this whole recording thing. So the trans is actually in the car.
Ashley's out here doing projects. She helped me jack it up. That's why I couldn't really record it. Got to jack it up, get it close, and then pick it up and manhandle it onto the dowel pins. I made a mess with transmission fluid, so I'm laying in all of it, but she's in. Get the cross member in, all the belt housing bolts. I gotta put the starter in. Got tools everywhere, transmission fluid everywhere, but so I gotta put the starter on, drive shaft exhaust, lower it down, shifter cable too, fill it up with fluid, and try to move it. So let's pick back up at that point and see where we are. Hopefully it moves. All right, guys. Hey, check it out. We're in neutral. Wow, we did it. We did it. All right, guys. So excuse the shakiness. I'm a little bit excited, right? My teeth are super yellow. I've been eating transmission fluid all day. Yeah, it's been a long day, but it's moving. I just drove it about 5 miles. It feels good. Every other time, whenever it would work for a little bit, it seemed like I had a 5,000 stall converter in it. Now you put it in gear, it pops into gear, pops hard in the second, hard in the third. It feels real good. It feels like what a trans should feel like. So I got a lot of cleaning up to do. Sun's about to go down. I'm super excited. You know, it took us a month, about 3 weeks, a little bit over a month. So that's where all the content's been going. I've been like I've been pulling my hair out with this thing. I don't even have any hair, but a little bit I have, I've been pulling it out. So Mustang is good. It seems like it's good. So I'm gonna check the fluid right quick while it's still hot. Then I'm gonna clean up this mess. Ooh, hope the landlord don't drive by. But we're gonna drive it to work tomorrow. It's about 10 miles. A lot of it on the interstate. So with the 410s, the 255s, and the automatic, the 1-to-1 third gear, we'll see what she does. But guys, I'm excited. A lot more content coming soon. We got to get it looking right now, and then once it looks okay, and we'll start doing some more horsepower to it. But this car is coming up next. I got the motor, not the motor I showed you. I bought another motor to go in that car. We still got to build it. We got to build a Power Glide. Got to get a converter, all that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button, like it, comment. Tell me if you've ever been this happy over a car. Like I said, it's taken us like a month. I'm ecstatic. It's super, man. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.